In June of this past year, I traveled to the most remote village I have ever been to. This village is located in what is called the Kafue River Flats in Zambia. To reach this site, we traveled by land cruiser and ended up at what looked like a large mud puddle where we were boarded on a small boat. After a couple of hours, we merged into a large river basin and docked at a small island. The population of this island is around 600 people, with half being children. There are 2 public buildings, an Adventist church and a bar. Those living on the island survive by catching and drying small fish. There was no proper sanitation, and the children had not attended school one day in their lives. From the moment we set foot on the island, I knew that Child Impact needed to get involved. Little did I realize that there are around 30 other similar islands dotted along the river basin. Together with our partner at Riverside Farm, we began to vision how we could reach these islands with education, medical assistance, and the gospel. The logistics of traveling by a 4-wheel vehicle and motorboat was not feasible. I'd like for Jason to share what happened next.
The staff at Riverside first attempted to reach the island by speedboat to see if this was even an option. But after all day on the water, the team was making little progress due to the winding nature of the river. And all of a sudden, it hit us. What about a float plane?
All right.
An amphibious plane that could go on water and on land. Riverside Farm is located on the Kafue River, and this would allow us to fly directly from Riverside and land on the water right next to these island communities. We could reach most of them within only a 30-minute flight, and all of them within an hour.
But I mean, this sounds very interesting, but who is going to fly a float plane? You?
I wish I could fly the float plane. Maybe we could get some training for me at Child Impact. But God has provided, and there's already a pilot and his family who've just moved as volunteer missionaries to Riverside.
That sounds providential.
I think so.
I mean, that sounds promising, but isn't a float plane kind of expensive?
Float planes are very expensive, as we've learned. There's really no other way to reach these islands, though, other than a float plane. And so to be able to provide them with the education and the support that we need from Riverside, it's really our only option. To buy the plane, to get it registered in Zambia, to transport it down into the country, we think we need to raise about $500,000 for this project.
Oh my.
Now, this is a major project for Child Impact. And when we looked at the cost, we got a little discouraged. So as we were exploring options, multiple people said, you need to talk to the team at Angel One. Now, Angel One is an Adventist nonprofit that helps organizations acquire aircraft to support their mission objectives. So I'm excited to share with you that Angel One has agreed to come alongside this project and has offered to match every dollar raised up to $250,000.
Wow, that is amazing. It sounds like a miracle, but this is where we need your help. If you would like to partner with Child Impact to reach the forgotten children of the Kafue River Flats, you can call our office at 423-910-0667, or you can go online at childimpact.org and select Donate and then Zambia Project.
Thank you for helping make this dream become a reality.